Hello everybody, Caventia here, but you can call me Cav. I'm here with the brand new F7C Mk2 Hornet, and we're going to take it for a little ride, and believe it or not, this can get upgraded to the F7A military spec version of the Mk2 Hornet by doing a few missions, the first of which is currently available in Star Citizen. So let's get into it. Anvil's F7 Mk2 Hornet is finally here, and they've just dropped this on the RSI website. It looks beautiful, and it appears to have two Rhino repeaters on the sides. Some of you might be thinking, but we've had the Hornet in the game for a while. You see, that was the Mk.I Hornet, and so this is an upgraded and updated version. Anvil is unleashing the Mk2 onto the civilian market, beginning with the F7C. But the most exciting part of this is the fact that you can also unlock the F7A Mk2 by completing some missions, and that's what we're going to do in today's episode. We've also got a video here, let's check this out. Loving the heavy metal guitar solo there at the end. Anvil upped the ante with larger hardpoints and heavier firepower, so upping the hardpoints means this is probably size 4 hardpoints rather than size 3, ensuring the Mk2 can shred almost any ship foolhardy enough to pick a fight with it. Slimmed down frame means you're smaller signature, tighter handling, improved maneuverability, and ultimately a heavy fighter that's remarkably hard to hit. Interesting that they called it a heavy fighter, given that the Hornet was typically referred to as a medium fighter before. And then finally, despite its extreme combat abilities, the F7C can be used for everyday travel and light delivery missions thanks to 2 SEU of cargo space, so hopefully actually functional in the top now, which is cool. And then the thing that we're really interested in is the military might. The F7A unleashes even more devastation thanks to a full military spec loadout, featuring an additional nose-mounted hardpoint, top-mounted auxiliary turrets, and dual missile racks, meaning potentially double the missile capabilities of the civilian version. This military spec upgrade is granted to CDF volunteers upon completion of the Overdrive Initiative. That's the mission set that we're going to be starting today. We've got some more pretty views here. Very nice. I assume that's actually in the Idris Bay. Yeah, 2 size 4 weapons. So they are rhinos under the wings, which is a big chunky upgrade. But obviously it would make all of the difference having that cap filled with guns and the nose or chin strap with the extra weapon on there as well. There we go, let's have a look at the difference. So 2 size 4s, 2 size 3s, and 2 size 3s. So yeah, you basically, this is the full military spec, which has an additional 4 size 3 weapons on it, which is incredible. The SEM speeds 189. Interestingly, the SEM speeds of the Hornet Mk2 is 210. You'd think that the military one would have higher SEM speeds, but interesting. And all the rest of the specs appears to be the same. The only difference is this has got 2 size 3 missile rack hardpoints and this has got 2 size 4. So I decided to take the plunge and check this out for myself, but also for you, my friends and viewers. My plan is to upgrade the Gladius that I got for referral to the F7C Hornet Mk2. This is just a normal CCU upgrade. I also decided to grab both of the paints that are available so that we can check those out as well. There was an additional paint that was available specifically to Concierge if you paid for a war bond. Although this paint does say F7A and this one says F7, I believe that they'll both work on the F7C. So let's get this applied. Boom. Double boom. It's permanent and cannot be changed. Oh my goodness. It's gone. It's gone. Bye, Gladius. It was nice knowing you. And now let's jump into the game. So yes, I know that this loadout is pretty silly. It came with Rhino size 4 weapons under the wings to begin with, and I only had an attrition for the top, and so I went for attritions underneath as well, and it just looks like these guns are far too big for this ship. And actually, it's really pretty. I swear it's like shorter, smaller, skinnier than the Ghost. In fact, if you look at the top profile, you can see that the top profile of this has much skinnier wings than the F7C Ghost Hornet. I think it looks good. I think that, in all honesty, it would be much better with the 2 size 2s on top and maybe the smaller ones underneath, but I'm quite happy with it having matching guns, and I think it looks very silly. But let's literally get into it. The interior of the cockpit is pretty dark. I've been away for a while. I haven't played much of the game lately. But I do like the idea of a 3 size 4s and a size 3. That's pretty silly. It does look like it does have quite small capacitors though. If we go full power to weapons, what happens? Yeah, I mean we get like 89 shots, I guess. Oh, straight line acceleration's not bad. Oh my goodness, that looks silly from the outside. Oh, I have still got my landing gear down. Let's pull that in. See the transformation. Very nice, very nice. It does look pretty angular and nice from underneath. Look at that angle. That's a beautiful looking ship. Let's give it some beans. Okay. It's quite quiet. Okay, and let's have a little look around the interior. So we got an array of switches on this side, including the exit to 0G, which now that we're out of atmosphere, I guess we can have a look at it from the outside. I did remember my helmet right. I can't wait until they fix 0G traversal, but I guess that's coming soon. Oh, she's pretty. Beautiful, 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 beautiful ship. It's a very pretty ship. Let's get inside. In the center, we have a couple of MFDs. We've got the between the legs joystick going on. We've got engine off and on this side. And we've got open exterior and unlock ports on here, and that's about it. We do not have the overhead MFDs that you have on the Ghost, and I think that's to increase the visibility slightly. There is a bit of almost a hum or whine when you rotate the ship. Very nice. I mean, that's a decent burst of a decent amount of DPS, burst DPS. Very nice, very nice. And its roll rate is pretty high. Does feel pretty maneuverable. I mean, I'm a little bit out of touch. I haven't been racing or anything lately? I will black you out pretty dang quick. Like, the G's this pulls is quite impressive. Like, that's 20 G's in a straight line. There's like 23.5 G's there. Oh, contract available. Overdrive Initiative, Intel Raid 1 of 5. So you saw that message that just popped up there? That is in fact the mission that we need to do. Let's go and check with some of my org mates, as I know some of them have grabbed this ship and want to do the mission too. Fortunately, some of my org mates at Seven Hills were on the same server and managed to grab the mission that I had missed. They shared it with me, I accepted it, and this is what the mission looks like once it's been accepted. So your initial objective is to access a mainframe at one of the data centers. There are a number of turrets that defend that area, so I'm currently on my way to go and set my spawn at Port Tressler. Sadly, I missed the first mission due to loading out my Mk2 on Crusader, and while recording. That's nice. It's a nice angle too. Last one. Okay, one of those might make the thumbnail. But because I was in the party and accepted the mission, it was marked as complete. The second mission was started by a lone wolf who unfortunately failed the mission for the party. Contract failed, after which everybody learned the importance of group coordination for these missions. Fortunately, some org members ran through all phases of these missions in previous test environments. And after that small mishap, all remaining missions ran like clockwork. If you want help completing the missions to unlock your own F7A upgrade package, please feel free to join Seven Hills, link in the description. While clearing out the facility, you'll come across this civilian who had a Funt keycard on him, which you can use to access the mainframe. Although this can be done using a Tiger Claw, this device is allegedly faster. The mission starts with accessing the mainframe, and the second part is finding codes on screens scattered around the facility to prevent the servers from overheating. Look at the screens, guys. Look, this screen right behind you. Kiwi! This is an example of what the screens look like and the information they have on them. This will tell you the server information in the bottom right corner. Code. Server 317, code 4733. Repeat, 4733. Clear communication is especially important for this mission, as multiple servers could be overheating at the same time, so it's important to share both the server information and the code to ensure that the correct code is being entered on the correct server. Okay, entered. I still have a critical beep. Oh no, it's just gone down. Okay, thank you. New server overheating. Server is S817. Throughout this entire process, enemies will continue to spawn, and although these missions are possible to complete solo, it's recommended to be done in a small squad. We actually had far more squad members than was required, and because people continued to join over the course of the evening, we had different people with different amounts of mission progression. Early on this was quite easy to identify, as some people were on mission 1 of 5, while others were on 3 of 5 for example. But upon leaving the server and rejoining, the missions had different numbers. Let me show you. If you go into your mission history, although these used to say mission 1 of 5, 2 of 5, 3 of 5, etc., they all reset to say 1 of 5. And so now the only way to identify which ones you've completed are based on the payment values. Mission 1 had a payment value of 10,000, Mission 2 had a value of 12,500, 3 had mission value of 14,500, 4 had a mission value of 17,500, and Mission 5 had a value of 23,000. So as long as you've completed each of those, then you should have completed Phase 1 of this event. Although all of the phases of the event could be chained back to back in the test environments, sadly that's not the case now it's been pushed through to live. And in CIG's own words, the first mission, Intel Raid, is available now in the contract manager of your Moby Glass. More will be added over the coming weeks as the threat develops, each with a unique challenge. So my expectation is that they'll be bringing out a new phase with each week on the lead up to the Invictus launch week, which comes up in about 6 weeks' time. So I'll be covering the other phases of this event in the upcoming episodes. And hopefully we can get the paints working or find out what went wrong with them. Hopefully you found this video useful. If you did, please like and subscribe. Take care and bye-bye. Oh my god, I just realised we're muted the whole time. Oh shit. Sorry, Banjo. No, 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 no! Death. Bye. Unfortunately, Banjo, I'm dead because I took my helmet off, my armor off to get out of there, so I was lighter.